Okay, my friend, let's give you your exercises. This is beginning exercises for some core activation and also some hip pain. And so let's start out with the hip by taking one of these circle bands. And I want you to place it around your feet. And I want you to begin by squeezing your bum muscles together and then drawing in your belly button towards your spine. And what that's going to do is that's going to level out your pelvis. So when you're relaxed, it's going to kind of tip forward. So if you place your hands on your hips, you squeeze your butt, suck in your tummy, and that should level out your pelvis. And then I just want you to keep some resistance as your feet are apart, just going up and down. This is called the standing penguin. So what we're trying to do is we're resisting some external rotation of those hips by putting it around your feet versus your ankles. And so that's going to help you turn on some of those deeper glute muscles. And then as you're going up and down, we're working on the stability of these hips. What most people want to do is try and bend their hips forward and use their anterior hip flexor muscles. We want to try and load this back into the back. That's why we began with the glute activation and the transverse abdominis by pulling that belly button towards the spine. So keep going. I want you to go until you're feeling some fatigue in those hips. Let it burn and try your best not to do any slouching forward. Try and stand up straight. You can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands down, you can place them behind your back, whatever feels comfortable for you, but try and keep those bum muscles turned on. Then once you've reached your level of fatigue and it starts to burn pretty good, rest for a minute, pause, give it a break. And then the next movement I want you to do is just some lateral steps. So keep one foot planted as you step to the side. And just going side to side. If you want to, you can go down your hallway. You can go back and forth in your kitchen or your living room. And so one leg is staying stable as the other leg moves away from it. So we're working some stability fibers again, but also some movement fibers. So I want you to do that back and forth until you're worn out. Go to fatigue again. Then the next one, go ahead and find your chair, because if you've done it properly, that should make you tired. Then cross your foot over your knee. And I want you to push down on your knee and lean forward just slightly. And that's going to help you stretch out those muscles that you're just working on. So hold that for 5 seconds. And then I want you to pull up and lean towards your knee. And if you need to get more stretch, you can pull your shoulder closer, your opposite shoulder towards your knee as well. Hold that for 5 seconds. Then pushing down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason we're going back and forth and doing an alternating motion with the hip joint is that we're trying to actually get the joints to move and not just elongate the muscles. So as you go back and forth, hopefully that'll get some lubrication back in that hip and help it to feel less trapped, less stuck. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want you to do that 5 times. I'm not sure if that was 4 or 5. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Pushing down, sitting up tall, but leaning forward from the waist. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling up, lean your opposite shoulder towards your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then take your chair, flip it around so you can hang on to the back of the chair. And this is just an easy, gentle beginner's stretch for your hip flexor. So I want you to put your right leg back and your left leg forward. And you're going to bend your front knee, keep the back leg straight. And as you bend, I want you to lean back. And this is just for a count of 2 or 3. And I just want you to feel that stretch on the front of your leg there. So 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to shift back, bend your back knee, straighten the front leg, and hold that. And you're just trying to pull behind the hamstring. And again, just holding that for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And just going back and forth. And we're trying to stretch out this hip flexor because usually it gets tight from sitting positions, and the hamstring usually from standing positions. Just going back and forth. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, flip around. Or you can actually stay the same direction. I'm going to flip around, and I want you to put the right leg forward, left leg back, and again bend the front knee, lean back so you can feel that stretch down the front of that hip and through the leg. And then bend the back leg, straighten the front leg. 1, 2, 3. Lean back. And I definitely want you to hang on to something, because the more stable you feel, the more your muscles will feel confident in letting go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then take your chair, flip it back around. So for your core muscles, what I want you to focus on is I want you to lean all the way back in your chair, slide your bum to the back of the chair, and I want you to put your finger in your belly button. And I want you to just try and pull your belly button away from your fingers. So you're trying to move your belly button towards your spine and towards the back of the chair. And you don't necessarily have to try and flatten your back against the chair. You're just trying to draw that belly button in. What that's doing is that's using your transverse abdominis muscle, the deepest core muscle. And as it goes all the way around, it's going to contract and give your spine support. So what I want you to do is just put your finger in your belly button, suck in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And just repeat that. I want you to repeat that 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now I want you to take that same principle. I want you to be drawing that belly button in towards your spine. And I want you to find a weight. You can grab anywhere from 1 to 5, even 10 pounds, depending on how strong you're feeling. And I don't want you to start out too heavy. Maybe just start with a 2-pounder. This is a 5. And so what I want you to do is I want you to take that, hold that with both hands, and I want you to sit up straight, and this time lean off of the back of your chair. And I want you to suck that belly button in towards your spine. And so I want you to not be arching your belly forward. I want you to sitting up straight, draw your belly button in towards your spine, and I want you to raise that up over your head. And I want you to do that 10 times. And what we're focusing on here is not the shoulders going up and down, but as you go up, are you able to keep that belly button sucked in, keep that core muscle control active? So as you get up there, I want you to focus on that. Are you getting up there and not arching your back forward? Are you keeping that belly button sucked in? And keep doing that until you're feeling fatigued. So doing about 10 repetitions. If that was way too easy, continue, keep going until you're feeling fatigued, or maybe go up in the weight. So I want you to do that for 10 repetitions and then rest. Then you're going to take your weight and you're going to set it over to the side of one leg. And again, this is about the core activation. So we're not trying to worry about what the shoulders are doing so much and focus on that, but draw that belly button in. And I want you to lift up and twist to the side and then back down. So you're going for a full twist. But again, as you're going up, I want you to keep that contraction through the core. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you might feel like that's a stretch for your rib cage, and hopefully that is. Hopefully you're feeling that restriction, and this will start to loosen that up as you train that transverse abdominis to pull inward. Your obliques will be more free from trying to stabilize. They'll actually be able to do their mobility and motion as they should, and start to free up those ribs. So the other side, and again, as you go up, I want to see that you're not trying to arch your back forward, arch your back and stomach forward. I want you to keep that sucked in nice and tight. So you're rotating through a nice stable core, and hopefully as you train this, those ribs and oblique muscles will start to get more lengthened. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Those are your exercises, 3 easy ones for your hips to strengthen and stretch them out and to work on your core. So keep on sucking that core in, squeeze those glutes and activate them. Great job.